Null function, the number of arguments will be 2. Is expression 1 and expression 2. Okay, only 2 arguments it will allow. Okay, what this null function will do is, if I'm passing 2 values in these 2 expressions and which are same values, okay, it can be integers, it can be dates, it can be characters, okay, anything. Okay, if the values are same between expression 1 and expression 2, it will assign, it will return us the null value. Can you see this? If the value is same, it will return us null. Suppose if the values are different, then it will take the first value. Okay, 1 comma 1. Okay, basically, so whatever the non-null value is there, so then it will display that value. And when we pass, let's say 1 comma null, let's see what will happen. So still it will show 1 only. So, and if I go in a reverse way, null comma 1. Okay, in this case, see, the type of first argument for null function cannot be null constraint because the type of first argument has to be known. So what it is saying is, for null function, so the first argument should not be null at any point of time. Okay, so there should be some known value, some character or integer, date, anything. Okay, so first value should not be null value for null function. Okay, so this is how it will work. Okay, now in what situations we'll go for null function means. Okay, so usually for an example, let's say I have 2 columns. Okay, 2 columns. Basically, I have 2 column names. Okay, so let's say address line 1, address line 2. Okay, for each person or each employee, there are 2 addresses here. Okay, now let's say here it is Bangalore, and sometimes maybe by mistakenly it has been put it as the same address only. Okay, and sometimes it will be Hyderabad and it will be Chennai, something like that. Okay, so there are some rows which are having duplicates, I mean in both address line 1 and address line 2, and sometimes when they're relocating, right, so it will be having a different address lines. Okay, now what I need to do is, so I just need to find out what are the which are the employees having same address lines. Okay, usually what you can do, if I want to see the employees who has same address line and same address line 1 and address line 2, what query we can write?
Where address line 1 equal to address line.
Yes, where address line 1 equals to address line 2, correct?
Yes.
What it will do, it will simply compare, it will simply compare this column equals to this column, and okay, and character by character it will check, correct?
Yeah.
So that is one of the way to write, and using null function also we can easily get the same output. So what you can do is, where you can just simply write null of, okay, null of address line 1 comma address line 2. If the values are same, what it will do?
Null.
It will return null. Okay, now if the values are different, then
It will
The
go
first
to
line one.
first one.
It will
First
give us
priority.
this.
First one.
Yeah.
It will give us this, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now in this case, if I want only the match at address line records like address line 1 or address line 2, what is the condition we can put here? What is the condition we can put? Nullity of address.
Is null. Is null we can use here.
So we can put is null, correct? Is space null, correct? You see, okay. So basically there are no records here. This is a dummy table, right? So now for this record, what it will assign, as both the addresses are same, it will go and assign nulls, and here it will take Hyderabad, correct? But what we required in the output, if both the addresses are same, then only I need to get that employee's information, correct?
Sir.
Sir, no.
Yes, sir.
So for that, instead of going this query, you can also use the nullif function as well. Okay, so this function will be used, very rare cases in the real time, but in the interview point of view, in the written tests and all, they'll give you the select queries like this, and they'll ask for the outputs. What exactly will happen when you pass, same different values and null values and all. Okay, and they'll also provide, the characters as well sometimes. So a comma 1, what will happen? So here it will print it as what?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Because the first value is non-null value and it is a known value, right? Okay, maybe the data type should be same here. Okay, so not different. So for one, I'm just keeping a single quote and it will print a now. Okay, so the data type should be same between expression 1 and expression 2. So that is the one mandatory thing we just need to maintain.
And in line number 8, it is error, right? Nullif of null comma 1.
Nullif of 1 comma 1. No, it's
Sorry,
not
null
error.
comma 1.
Null comma
Not
1, na?
yeah.
This error actually.
Yeah.
I just copied and paste, right? So that's it. Okay. Yeah. So this queries are a bit important for interview. Okay. Yeah. Can you take down this? This is more than enough about nullif function. Okay. So you need to know is null and coalesce key, in deep. So that is very, very, very important in real time. Usually we'll use those two functions in the real time actually. Okay. So write down nullif function and then syntax, then these examples. And you can take this one only, one of the examples.
Sir?
Yes.
In 10th line, sir.
Hmm.
After character, why you give to the integer?
Single quote, because when you keep simply in one, right?
Yeah.
So now this is a character and this is a.
Integer.
So in this case, it cannot, compare actually. It's not possible. So it is throwing an error for me. Okay. So if I go and execute this, so it's showing an error. Okay. So what you can do is in this case, so you need to maintain same data type between expression 1 and expression 2. So that's why for one, I'm just giving a single quote, or else what you can do, if you want to convert 1 to character, what you can do?
Convert function.
Can I use converter cast functions?
Yes, we can use convert.
Yeah, that is also there. Or simply you can keep a single quote also. That's fine. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Maybe you can just keep it like both the expressions data types should be same. Done. Sorry, the internet connection was lost.
Yes, it sucks.
Yeah. If it is finished, done.
Yeah.
Will it display is null in the second condition for all the elements?
No.
It
See,
will only select
I'm
and display,
using
right?
where. I'm using where, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
when I'm using where condition, here it will just filtered out only the null where. I mean, the null if which are, the records which the null if will show the nulls, right? Only that records.
Yeah.
So basically, it will print Bangalore and Bangalore because you're not writing if function in a select, correct?
Yeah.
When write an if in a select class, then it will represent null, then Hyderabad, something like that. But as we are writing a null if in a where, that too you are filtering null values. So it will display only this. Okay. Done.
Yes, done well.
Okay. So next call is key. So as I said, just to remember easily, call is escape keyword and Okay, so now the syntax for call escape is call escape of expression 1 comma expression 2 comma expression 3 comma expression 4 comma etc. Okay, so in number of expressions we can use it for call escape. There is no limitation in it. Now what college function will return us is, okay, it will return a first non-null value it will return a first non-null value in the mentioned expressions. In the mentioned expressions. In the mentioned expressions. Okay. So now I'm just taking an example. Let's say sorry. Now I have a product ID and I have a product name and I have a product cost and quantity. Okay, and there are something like tax rate. Okay, the two different tax rates I do have. It's a tax rate 1 and tax rate 2, tax rate 3 and tax rate 4. You can just draw this table up.
Mhm.
Just draw this. Draw this.
Sir, tax rates 3, sir.
Yeah, I can mention it. This is 3, this is 4. Finished? Finished?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now what exactly I required is in the output. I need all these details. Okay. And one more column I just need to generate, that is, product total cost. Okay. Now if you observe over here, for every product, okay, so they're giving, different tax rates for us. Okay. Tax rate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And every product has a different tax rate. Okay. And one rate will be there at a time. Okay. So if you see here, for the product called, soap, there is some tax rate that is, 10%. Okay. And the tax rate is fall under tax rate 3. Okay. But remaining tax rates will be null. Now in this case, what you need to do is you just need to take this value and multiply with your product cost Also, you need to multiply the quantity as well, because we don't know how many number of quantities we have taken, right? So you just need to multiply cost into your quantity. Also, you need to apply these tax rates as well, whatever tax rate it is applicable, right? So you just need to apply. So what would be the formula for this?
Product cost into
Cost into
product
quantity
quantity
into
into
tax rates.
Product cost into
Quantity
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 that and
into
plus
Right.
plus product cost into tax rate.
Product cost into.
Tax.
tax rates.
Okay, see, basically the tax should apply on not only for product cost, right? For the total cost you need to apply. Yes or no?
Yes.
Product cost. See, basically you are applying 5 into 0.05, but it should be 5 into 5 into 0.05, correct? There are 5 quantity this shampoo bottles, 5 quantities are there, let's say, or shampoo sachet. Okay, so then 5 into 5, 10, right? Correct.
25.
So then for the whole cost you need to apply the tax, correct?
Yeah.
So now what is the formula? It will come here.
So cost into quantity into tax rates.
Product quantity into
Cost.
rate. Am I correct?
Here already we are multiplying the product cost with quantity. Right?
That is for the total cost.
Okay.
Okay. Now again want to add a tax for it. Okay, when you want to add a
Total
tax
cost will
for the total
Sir, we
cost
directly
into your tax rate, right?
see here total cost we are adding along with tax right here. See, for example, product cost into product quantity, we are multiplying the product
Yes.
cost into quantity, so that
What
we'll
exactly
get
it will give
what is
us?
the
It will
total
give
number
us
of
25,
pieces.
correct? In the
Yeah.
first case, 25 into 1 means 25, correct?
25, and so that we are getting the quantity.
Yeah,
Total
your total cost.
And so tax rates, whatever we have, if we are going to multiply with this value, means we are going to get that including tax rate.
So now you need to apply for 20. See, for an example,
20.
the quantity is 2. Now the
Mhm.
value total cost will become 50, correct?
Okay.
Now the tax value, tax rate, do you apply for total cost or will you want to apply only for cost, product cost?
Total cost.
Total cost.
It should be for total cost, right? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So
Correct.
that's why I'm just taking product cost into quantity into tax rate. Your total cost into tax rate you have to apply, correct? See here we basically we do not have directed tax column. I mean direct cost column. We do not have total cost. So they want us to multiply cost and quantity will give us some total cost. Okay. On top of it, you need to go and apply the tax rates. Understand?
Yeah.
Everyone. Okay. So now here, see when I'm taking tax rate, here I do have so many columns, right? Tax rates. I cannot take tax rate 1, tax rate 2, tax rate 3, tax rate 4 because I don't know where the exact value will be, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So in this case, what you can do is if you go and simply apply a coalesce key function, okay, and if you put all the columns over there, what it will return us is it will give us a first non-null value out of all the columns, meaning let me write the query first. Star from okay, or let's say some few columns, product ID, comma, product name, comma, product cost, comma, product quantity, comma. Okay, then now I just need to get the total cost along with the tax, right? So now what is the formula? Product cost
Into quantity.
into quantity
If you want along with the tax,
Into-
you have
Yes.
to
Into tax rate plus
into 1 plus tax
tax
rate.
rate.
Into
1
Remove that
plus,
plus in place of plus.
instead
we
of
have
plus,
to-
we can put into.
why in
We can take the
No.
common thing instead of writing the entire thing.
sorry?
P of cost into P of quantity is common in both the expression.
Correct.
So we can take it as a common and write P of cost into P of quantity into 1 plus tax.
1 plus tax. What it?
Yeah.
Sir, they are just taking common values between those two value. Post the product cost into quantity plus product cost into quantity, quantity into tax rate. They are just taking a common value between those two.
Common
We
value.
can reduce the expression size.
In the 56 cell number.
Sir, you have written in this line as a P of cost into P of quantity plus P of cost into P of quantity into tax rate, no sir?
Correct.
In this, we can take P of cost into P of quantity as common thing.
Mm.
Then we will left out with P of cost plus into P of quantity
Mm-hmm.
into bracket of 1 plus tax rate.
What is meant by 1 plus here?
That is going to be
Same.
that product cost into product quantity.
Instead of plus, we have to put into multiplication sign.
Here,
No,
no?
just to that's
Yeah.
enough. There is no need of stars.
Yeah, it is not needed. Not needed. Anyway, bracket is there. Yeah, this this represents the same thing.
So product cost into product quantity. 1 plus tax rate. Huh?
Yes, that one into value that will give same value, sir. Product cost
One
into
into-
I don't know in SQL server it will take or not, but this is the
I
standard.
don't think
Plus, I
so.
think one common.
Yes,
I don't think so. Because see, what is the tax rate? It's a 10%, right?
Yeah.
Now it will
It will
become
become 1.1.
1.1.
That will be same.
Okay. Then when it is multiplying,
It will
One.
multiply 1. The result will be same, sir.
yeah, got it.
Or instead think like this,
Yeah, I
first
think-
multiplication will be happen, right?
yes, correct.
Product cost into product quantity into 1
Mhm.
plus product cost into product quantity into 0.10.
Yes, yes. Maybe instead of using whatever expression you said, right? Let's go in this way. That will be easy for us to understand everyone. Okay. So product cost in quantity, and again, what I'm doing is the total cost value, that is product cost into product quantity. Again, I'm applying 0.10% for it. Okay. That correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
this would be fine for everyone, right? See the total cost into 10%, whatever you'll get, right? Let's say if there are 50 rupees, what is the 0.10% in it?
5 rupees.
5 rupees. So here, here we'll get 5 rupees, correct?
Yes.
And here we'll get 50 plus 5, total 55 5 rupees you need to pay. Okay. So now here 10, we do have 10 rupees, right? So I mean 10%. For this product, the tax rate 3 will be applicable, whereas for this one, tax rate 1 will be applicable, correct?
Yeah.
So in this case, what you can do, the values are dynamically changing here and there. Okay, so you can simply go for co-list of so first, whichever rate you want to apply, go ahead with that rate. Okay, so tax rate 1, tax rate 2, and tax rate 3, tax rate 4. You can put any way. You can put tax rate 4, 3, 2, 1, whichever order you want, you can put. There is no problem in it. Okay, so and then maybe I'll just put as, and here also I'll put one bracket. Okay, so product cost into product quantity. Okay, as let's say total cost from my table. So now what exactly will happen when you apply Coley scheme means, okay? So there are 4 expressions and we can take n number of. Now, out of all these column names, okay, out of all these columns, in whichever column it will give us first non-null value, it will take that value. Meaning, see the tax rate column 1, okay, tax rate 1 column having null, right? So it's a null value, correct? So it won't take it. So again, it will go and search the next tax rate 2. Still it is null. Then it will go and check the next tax rate value. So next will be 0.1, correct? So it will take this. And when you go to the tax rate 1, 2, 3, 4, and the second product, tax rate 1 having a value, correct? So then it will take this value and multiply with the product cost, and it will give us the final cost. Okay.
Yeah.
Here. So,
Yes.
let me apply this, orally, maybe without expression. Let's write, and we'll see what exactly it will return. If I write in a select cost, key of product, sorry, tax rate 1, tax rate 2, tax rate 3. I'm just keeping T1, T3, T4 from table name. What is the values it will display? For first row, it will be
0.1.
0.10. Next,
105.
0.5. Okay. Next again.
0.05.
Next.
0.07.
And 0.7. Then
0.2.
Then 0.0. So out of all the columns, whichever column is giving a first non-null value. Non-null value means it can be it should not be a null. It can be anything. Okay, then it will take that value. Clear? Now let's say, what if if we have two non-null values? This product has two non-null, two tax rates, right? What will happen in this case?
First one.
0.07.
First value 0.07.
Yes, so whichever the value comes first,
First, yeah.
we'll take that value. Understand? So whichever values comes first, okay, it will take that value. Clear? Yeah. So this is the purpose of Koleski. Clear? Hello?
Hello.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Now in some other exams means, so we have taken address line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that, correct? So now in some or other cases, okay, let's say there are 4 addresses or 5 addresses are there. Address line 1, address line 2, address line 3, something like that. Now this first column has a current address, and this is the previous address, and previous to previous, and previous to previous. Okay, there are 4 addresses they are maintaining, but some are other guys. Okay, so they might not having current address, they do have only previous address. So whichever I do have, I need to bring that. Okay, let's say it is Bangalore, and his previous location is Chennai, then Hyderabad, and then Pune. Okay, so this is the latest place where they're staying, and I just need to bring and show it to them. Now in some other cases, he doesn't have the current address maybe, so we have only the previous address of that guy. Okay, let's say Pune. Now when I go and apply here, what will happen? Here Bangalore will display in Koleski level, and it will display here Pune. Correct? Yes. So such cases, this Koleski function will help us actually. Okay. So now it will almost act like is-null, but in is-null we'll be having only 2 columns. Correct? If the first value is null in the is-null, it will take the second value. Correct?
Yes.
But whereas here, no, we can apply more than 1 column actually. We can take more than 1 column in the Koleski level. Getting it?
Yeah. Got it.
Yes. Any questions here? Any question? Anyone?
This you explained an example as address. Can you
Mhm.
repeat it again?
So here I'm taking for every employee, there are, past 4, addresses I'm maintaining. Okay.
Okay.
So now for the first employee, there are, all the 4 addresses are represented. But for the few employees, okay, so I just do have address line 2, address line 5, address line 6, okay, and address line 1, 2 and all empty. It's basically a null value. In such a cases, okay, whichever we do have the first address line, right, I just need to bring that into the output. So in this case, this is the current address of this employee. Okay, let's say employee 1, and employee 2 having, address line 1 is null, and he is having, his previous address. In such a case, I need to bring that previous address. Okay, so if you go and apply a Coles key, so we'll get a Bangalore and Pune, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so in such a case, will be, go for this Coles key. So if it is more than 2 columns having null values and non-null values, and if I want to bring the first non-null value out of all the columns, we'll simply go for Coles. If this only 2 columns, then simply go for, the is null. Okay, see, if we have only 2 columns, right, you can apply is null or you can apply Coles key also, no problem. Both are same.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
So, but if it is more than 2, obviously we can go for Coles key. Okay, sometimes they will ask us the difference as well. So the differences are here, it will accept only 2 expressions or 2 arguments, and this will accept more than 2 arguments. Okay, and here it will give us first non-null value, and here also same, right? Is null also. Yes.
Sir, in real time, we use this most, sir.
Coles key will use mostly. same scenarios will use actually. Multiple columns they will give us, and having some null values and values, and whichever value comes first, we want to take it, for any purpose. Okay, in such a case, go for simply Coles key. That's it.
In case of null, if both the values are same, means it's going to give output as 1, right?
If
In case of is null,
no, that will is null in case of
is null, if both the values are nulls, means we are going to get output as 1, right?
if both the values are null. You're saying
You
We are
null.
going,
Null only.
null only, right?
Yeah.
Null only.
Is null of null comma null becomes null only.
okay, then I could have written wrongly.
Is null of null comma null will be null. Okay. Is null of 1 comma 1 will be 1. Is null of 1 comma 2 will be 1 only. Okay.
Yeah.
Any questions? Yeah. So have you drawn this?
Yes.
Yes.
Write down. Write a query. Write a query. To get all the product details. Write a query to get all the product details and the product cost and the total product cost for each product. For the each product. Yeah. Can you write down this query?
Sir, there should be one more bracket after tax rate for in select variable.
1 second. Yes, correct.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, if we have two not null values in the same row, then we can't apply Koleski, sir.
If two non-null values
The same
like
row.
this, 0.5 something like this.
Now it will take 0.5 only, right?
Yes, yes. So
But
in this
if
case,
we add
no.
0.1.
So in this case, no, it will take 0.5 because that is the first non-null value, correct? So in this particular cases, the client should tell us which tax rate should be the priority. Will it be the tax rate 1 or tax rate 2 or tax rate 3 or tax rate 4? Which is the first priority, we have to take it. They have to tell us. Okay. So if they'll say tax rate 3 would be the first priority, then what you can do?
We need to write tax rate.
Yes.
Column as a
So
first priority.
key of tax rate 3, then whatever the priorities they're giving, based upon that you need to mention the order. Okay. Yeah, then in that case, even though this is 0.5, it will take 0.1 only, because here when you give tax rate of 3, right, the first non-null value will be there in tax rate 3 itself, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So it will
Sir,
be,
what if both they use 0.5?
if it is 0.5, both values, it also takes only one value now, and based upon the order of columns here. Okay. So here tax rate 1 only the first column, right? So there itself we have a non-null value. It will apply 0.5%. This 0.5%. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, if you have all null, all taxes are null, what would be the output?
If we have null values in all the columns, I think it will throw an error. Okay, there should be at least a one value in all the tax rates. Okay, yeah. So if we have all null values, right? So simply we need to go and ignore it actually. In that case.
In case of one character and one number in this case.
Sorry.
In Koleski column, there is one character and one number. In this case, what it will take, sir?
You need to convert it actually. Okay. First of all, you need to convert all the integers to characters. Then you need to go and apply the Koleski. And the rule is same. Wherever it will find out the first non-null value. Non-null means instead of null, it can be anything, right?
Yes.
It will take that value.
It's like all the expressions should be same data type.
Yes, all the expressions should be same data type. It can be integers, it can be characters, it can be dates. It should not be integer plus character. Okay. Yeah.
But in is null we can use, right?
Is null.
Yeah,
is
different
null.
data type.
I think it is allowing, no?
Yes,
No.
sir,
Yeah,
it is
you are given
allowed.
example A comma 1.
1 second, let me try and I'll show you. Select is null of A comma 1. Let's see. Okay, it's giving. Okay, so it's, see why it's not giving in the null if condition, right? See, null if it will compare it, correct? This one and this one. Yes or no? Whether it is same or not, it will compare. While comparing, it's a character and it is an integer, it throws an error for us. But does the is null will compare any values here?
No.
No. So if the first expression is non-null, it will take that value. If it is a null, then it will go and take this value. It won't compare either of the values, correct?
But
So that's
in
why it won't throws any error. But in case of
but in
null if,
yeah.
in case of null if, so it has to check, right, whether both the values are same or not. Correct?
Yes.
While comparing, so this is a character and this is an integer. Correct? So that's why it is throwing an error for us. Clear?
But Koleski doesn't compare, right? It will just display the first expression.
Yes, so that's why we just need to go and check once. So whether it will throw an error or how it will be. I don't think so. It should not throw any error. Let's see.
Because it's same as null is null.
Yeah, it's same as is null only. I don't think so. Convert is required. Let's see. Okay, so it's requiring. Okay, values and integer data type int. We will not compare any value. Okay, let me in this one. When I'm giving integers over here and then character, so it's taking this. But when I'm having a at the starting, okay, 1 second.
Sir, put the B in end, sir.
I'll tell you it. Sorry.
Put
some other
characters B in end.
Okay. No. Still it will throw an error, I think.
Sir, use single quotation for those integer value.
And then it will be character only.
Character only.
It will convert to varchar.
So here it is displaying one. There is no problem with this. Only problem is when we character at the starting. Then it is
correct.
No problem. Converting varchar A to data type int. But it won't compare in the college key for sure. Okay, maybe I'll just check it out this, okay? Why it's throwing an error. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is done. The query is done.
Yes, sir.
Sir, one
I
small
think
doubt. Yeah, we are writing this alias column name, right? In different syntax, it will be used in different way. Like in a case statement, we will use alias column name as after end statement.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, here we use before only. Like, is there any format to use it, or is it standard way we need to write it that way only?
There is no standard way for that.
Because
for case statement, end is mandatory, right?
Yeah, after end we are representing it. Can we represent it before end?
No, because that case with end is a single syntax actually. Once that is finished, then only you need to apply a column name, alias column name. And here also you can see this whole expression, is returns the total cost for us, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So after the complete syntax only, you have to write the as column name. So you cannot put this as total cost in between over here, right? Yes.
Yes.
So once the syntax is finished, then we can apply the alias column. Okay. Yeah. So, and have you written the output also?
No.
Yeah, I think what you can do is you can just simply copy paste this. Maybe I'll just reduce one more column here. Okay, this will also come. What is the values will come? Someone has written anything. What is the values here? It will come. It is 55.
Yes.
And this one?
25.125.
21.125. But this is act like an integer, right?
Yeah.
This expression will act like an integer. If you convert into float, then your 25. What is that? 25 point?
27.5.
27.5.
27.5.
26.25.
26.
Yeah, 1.25 it will add.
Yes. So now in that case,
37.5.
only 26 will come into the picture for us, correct? 0.5 it will ignore because this expression will act like an integer. If you need to convert the whole thing into float. Okay.
37.5, sir.
Next 37.5 means 37 will come.
No, not that one, sir. Above one.
How come? 5 5s are 25. 25 into 0.5. How much it will be? 0.25.
26.25.
26.25.
26.25 only. And what about this? 1 rupee తగ్గుతుంది కదా. So 1 rupee add అవుతుంది. 1 10 400. 450. Sorry.
420.
410.
420. 420, sir.
420. Next 500. 500 lo
525.
525. And this will be
369. 369.
369.
369.
And this would be
36,000.
36,000. Okay. Then
535.
535. Next
72,000.
32,000.
This BAT is 10,700.
But it is 10,000. I don't know 10, right? And no, the percentage will be 20%.
It is 12,000.
I don't know 10. I don't know 20.
10,000 plus 2,000.
10,000 plus 2,000, right? It
12,000.
is. Yeah, it is
Yes,
12,000. Okay. What about this? This is done. And yeah, this is fine. Okay. Yeah, write down this output, please.
Vinod sir, if there is a scenario like use tax rate 1 for shampoo and tax rate 2 for brush, if there is an alternate tax rate, how to use this query?
Okay. Okay. For every product, the tax rate, these columns will be different.
Yes.
Okay. Then
If suddenly client come and said use tax rate 2 for shampoo, okay, and for hairband tax rate 4.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go
How
for
to
replace
do-
command, right?
Is
No,
it
not replace.
using the different slabs for each item?
In that case, I think, okay, say for an example, first 3 products tax rate, 1, let's say, okay.
Slab is 1.
And for, yes, slab is 1. And for remaining 3 products, the slab is second tax rate 2. Okay. And for remaining, it will be 3. So in that case, what you can do is you can write a, case statement. Case when the product ID is greater than 1 and less than 3, okay, then take tax rate 1, multiply tax rate 1, okay, and one more when condition it will come. When the product ID is between 4 and 6, then apply tax rate 2.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes, got it.
Yes. And that case statement should come where, while multiplying this product cost into quantity, right? There your tax rate case statement will come. Okay. Because we don't know which column we have to take, right? So based upon your case condition, so we have to take either tax rate 1 or tax rate 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Inside collects only we write case statements, okay?
Yes, yes. College key is not required in that case. Maybe I can just write that query. Everyone not understand the question, what she asked?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So for a few products, she wants to apply. See, there are some, slabs, right? Like certain percent, 20%, 30% slabs. For
Even now it is same only, no, sir?
Uh-huh.
Even now we have given already different slabs. Like again,
Yeah,
different
so
slabs
we are
we can
giving,
mention as tax rate 5.
we had given, okay, but what she wants us to do is, so maybe if it is not tax rate, some other cases, right? So only for this you need to apply a different value, and only for few products you need to apply different values. Means in such a case we can go for this.
It is
So,
combination of products.
sorry, yeah, combination
Like,
of products, correct.
okay.
So now what you can do in place of this case, when product ID is less than or equals to 3, which means 1, 2, 3 will come into the picture, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then
tax rate 1.
Exactly. So then tax rate 1, correct?
Yeah.
Then one more condition is there. When product ID is greater than 3 and product ID is less than or equals to, let's say, 6. It should be between 3 and 6, and 3 should not consider. 3 already considered for first case, right?
Yeah.
So 4, 5, 6 will come into the picture. Then tax rate 2. Okay. Then
when condition again.
Maybe need to apply
Else.
Okay. So product ID is equals to, let's say, 7. Only for one product. Then go and apply tax rate 3. Else tax rate 4, let's say.
Tax
Okay.
rate. Yeah.
4 and end. Right?
End.
So here we can write a case condition. Okay. So, and sometimes, see here we will be having some millions of products, right? Correct?
Yes,
so we cannot apply for all the products like this, right? Now what they will do is they will give us some category for all the products. So we have some categories. No, these are all some kind of home appliances, correct? And these are all electronics, right? And some beauty products, something like that. They will tell us. And for every category, they want to apply a different percentage. Okay. So in that case, what you can do, case when your category equals to something, then take this tax rate. If it is a different category, take this. See, tax rates will, the categories will be very less, no, compared to products. Let's say if there are 10 categories, so we can easily go and write a 10 case statement. I mean, one case with 10 when conditions, correct? Okay, so writing on top of products, it will be, hectic because there are, lakhs of products will be there. Clear?
Okay.
Yeah.
But here Polaski will not be applied. Only
Here
case is
Koleski is not required for us. Okay.
Okay.
Because
Instead
they
of
want.
product ID, if we have category name, we can mention directly
Yes.
category name.
Yes. Yes. If the category name is there, we can say when category equals to home appliances, then take tax rate 1 or take some value, some percentage. Okay. Yeah. Understand?
Yeah, understood, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So done, right? This output has been written by everyone, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If any questions, let me know, or I'll go for next concept.
So in the here you are explaining with respect to product ID or category. Like, can you go little up?
Okay.
No. Here, this query.
Yeah.
If like we have the categories, like category and every one table is there, and in another table with respect to category, we have the tax rate.
Okay.
Can we call that tax rate is directly from another table in the case condition?
But there should be some join.
Okay.
Between first and second table, you can join it and you can get that columns in the case.
Yeah. With respect to category name, we can join it.
Yes,
and we can call it.
Yes, that's what we did it in your category subcategory. Maybe there we have taken directly any object, right, where we have dumped all the data, right? But if you have 3 different tables, so definitely you need to join all the tables, and you can call any column into these expressions. Okay. Yeah. See, the basic rules are same. Okay. Okay, so next I'll go with the next condition. I mean, that while loop condition I'll go. This will be, important. While loop. How the looping will happen in SQL Server.
It comes under null functions only, or
No,
different
no.
concepts?
Null functions are done. Under null, we will be having is null, nullif, and Koleski only. That's it. While loop is a different concept. While loop. Okay. So let me give directly an example, and I'll explain to you how this looping functionality work in SQL Server. Okay. So let's say what in literal point of view, they will ask us to print, can you print us, top 10, I mean, integers. Okay. Or maybe the first, 100 even numbers, 100 odd numbers. Okay. So something like that, they will, tell us to print the values. Okay. So now using a while loop, how we can do that? Yeah. Let's say I want to print first 100 numbers. Okay. The continuous sequence numbers. Okay. And that too temporarily. It's not by applying a row number or a, identity. Okay. So just temporarily, I just need to print it. That's it. Okay. So now what you can do is, so let me declare a variable. 2 variables we need to declare. Okay. Let's say start, integer, at the rate of int, and integer. Why 2 required means, so basically we need to know what is the starting value and what is the ending value. They should tell us what is the starting value here. If the from 1 to 100 I want to print means, what is the starting value? 1. What is the ending value?
100.
So they should give us this. Okay. And we can understand. Okay. If I want to apply this logic from these rows to these rows, or this date to that date means, so what is the minimum and maximum? So we have to mention it. This is mandatory. Okay. Now, once it is done, we can directly go and write a while loop condition. While, okay. So this loop until when it has to, continuously run, and when it has to end means, let me write the condition. I'll explain to you. So at the rate of start is less than or equals to at the rate of end. Okay. Now let's see what is there in this. So what is the value in the at the rate of start now?
1.
1. Less than or equals to, what is the value in the at the rate of end?
100.
100. Okay. 100 is the maximum because we want to print till 100, right? Now, will this be a true condition or a false condition?
True
One is
condition.
less than 100 or not?
Yes.
Less than 100, correct? So now, as this is a true condition, we can write begin and end. Begin and end, it is not mandatory in while loop, but it's better to mention it. Okay. So if this is true condition, right, what it will do is it will allow us to go into the loop. Okay. If it is false condition, it won't. Yeah. Now, what is the first value we need to print in the integers?
1.
1. And 1, we cannot directly put 1, right? Where the value 1 will be stored?
At the rate start.
At the rate of start. Okay. So usually we'll write what? Select at the rate of start, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And so when you write select at the rate of start, you know, see, when you execute, right, we'll be getting two things. One is results and one is message, correct? When you write a select statement, you will get the result set in the results tab. And if I want to get under messages like printing, okay, so we will be having a one more command called print. It will come under DQL. Am I right?
Yes,
Print
DQL.
will come under DQL, select and print. So when you print it, no, so it will print under messages, not in the results. Okay. And there is a big difference between select and print. It will come in terms of store process. Okay. Just as of now, you just need to remember that print will print the messages. Okay, under message tab. Select will give us the output under results. Do remember that. Yeah. Yeah. So we can simply write print at the rate of variable also. Okay. And whatever value there in the variable, right, it will just print us. Right. Now in the first loop, what will it will print us 1, correct?
Yeah.
Now we have to continuously print the next value, right? The next value will be what? 2, correct? Now what you can do is, so it has to go and apply one more. It has to go and loop it actually. To do that, what I will do is set at the rate of start equals to at the rate of start plus 1. Basically, initially the value in this variable will be 1. Now what I did is I have incremented one value. Okay. So what is the meaning of this? Tell me.
So from the start, it's going to increase one by one.
One by one. Okay. So the initial value in this variable will be 1, right? So 1 plus 1 becomes 2. Correct?
Yeah.
So now my at the rate of start variable holds what? 2. Now when now what it will do is it won't directly go and end it actually. What it will do? Again, it will go and check this while loop, the while loop condition. So now what is the value in my at the rate of start? It is 2, correct? Now what will happen? Will it be a true condition or false condition? True condition. Okay. Now it will print at the rate of start. Now a value in the at the rate of start will be
1.
No, it's not 1, right? So already I have stored, I have incremented, stored a second value in it, correct? Now, when we are assigning a latest value, the previous value will get overwrite, correct? Do you remember it?
Yeah. Correct.
So when we are assigning a new value into the variable, the old value will be gone. So in my start, what is the value we do have now? 2. Okay. Now again, what it will do here? 2 plus 1 becomes 3. Okay. Now again, it will go and check the condition. 3 less than or equals to 10. Is it true?
Yeah.
It's true. Again, it will print 3. See, this is a single execution, right? Okay. So the whatever it is printing the values, right? It will keep on exist actually. Okay. It won't overwrite the. It won't ignore the previous values. As it is a single execution, from 1 to 100, it will print us in the output actually. Okay. Now let's say the last value I'll go for 99, let's say. Okay. Now 1, 2, 3, keep on go. Let's say 99. Now 99 plus 1 becomes 100, correct? Now 100 less than 100, less than or equals to 100. True or false?
True.
Still it is true because there is a less than or equals to. Now it will print us 100, correct?
Yeah.
Now 100 plus 1 becomes
101.
101. Now tell me 101 is less than or equals to 100. Is it a true or false condition? It is false condition. As it is false, no, it will come out of the loop. It won't go to the beginning. Okay, it will end that condition. That's it. So this while loop condition, right? Until it is true, it will keep on run. Once it is ended, then it will come out of the loop. If it is false, right, it will come out of the loop actually. Okay, so let me see how we're gonna print the values for us. Can you see from 1 to 100 and it gets completed, right? And if I put 1000 here, the maximum value 1000, then till 1000 it will represent for us, correct? Yeah. Now you see. Thousand, correct? Yes. Okay. So at any point of time, we need to increment the starting value. We should not increment the ending value. Ending value should be always fixed. Correct? This is fixed. And this will be dynamic. It will vary, right? Because we are incrementing the value. Okay. Now, instead of this condition, what else can be done? Tell me. Instead of writing like this, what else can be written? Or
can we write if and else?
If for situation wise, we have to write. Okay. What I'm asking is, so instead of this condition, okay, what other condition we can write? Tell me. But the logic should work as it is.
One is
Case
greater
statement.
than, less than or equal to 1000.
One. Now you have to take the variables, right? Not the static values.
Case statement.
No. See, I'm asking that here at the rate of start less than or equals to at the rate of end I have written. Correct? Now my logic should work as it is. Only the thing is this condition should change in a different way using while loop on. So
At the rate end is greater than or equal to.
Can I mention like this? At the rate of end equals to greater than or equals to at the rate of start?
Yeah.
This will also work in the same way, right? See, now in this case, what will happen? First, let's say if you take the first value. 1 second. Yeah, first value will be 100, right? At the rate of end. Greater than or equals to 1. Is it a true or false condition?
True.
True. 100 is greater than 1, right?
Yes.
So it's a true condition. Okay, so it will print 1. And it will keep on increment 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if it is true, it will come on print. Okay, at the end, what will happen? This will become 101. Correct? Now 100 is not greater than 101, right?
Yes.
As it is a false condition, it will come out of the, it will print all the values and it will come out of the loop. So either way you can write. That is what I'm trying to say. Are you clear? Any questions? See, in these while loop conditions, right? Depends on the situation. Here we'll write the condition and begin, end, this increment is always mandatory. And here the logic will different. Always here the logics will differ actually. The remaining things are always same. I'll give you another example so that you'll get some idea. So let's say I want to print first, 100 even numbers. Okay, what you can do? So
At
let
the
me
start too.
let me
want
declare
to-
two. See, if we need required 100 even numbers means what is the maximum value we have to take?
It should be an even number.
200.
200, correct? If we take first 200 values and we'll get 100 even numbers in it, correct? Yes. So now you can write same condition. You can write at the rate of start or anything and begin. Now, what is the first value in this at the rate of
But
start?
the start value should be different, right?
Start value can be 1, no issues. Okay, from 1 to 200, I need to print, first 10, 100 even numbers. Okay. So now what is the value in the at the rate of start?
1.
1.
Okay. Now I want to check, right, whether 1 is a even number or odd number.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
So now we need to check whether it is a even or odd. Correct.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now only two conditions. Yes or no? True or false condition. Correct.
Correct.
So what condition we have to use?
N by 2.
Does the case statement will work over here? Does
At
the
the
case
rate start.
statement will work?
Yes.
Case statement work అవుతుందా ఇక్కడ?
Yes.
What is the case statement? Tell me.
When. Case when.
Okay, select case when.
At the rate start.
At the rate of start.
Divided by 2.
Divided by means here you need to use percentage. Okay.
Percentage.
Mod.
Yeah.
This is called as mod. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mod 2
equals to 0.
Reminder.
Equals to 0.
Yeah.
Equals to 0. See, this will give us reminder. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
start. At
then
the rate
start. Correct. Understand? Then start. Then can I put end? Do you require else?
Yeah. We can write to increment the number.
No.
Else at the start plus 1.
Not required. No.
Satisfy the condition. Not required.
Yeah. So we can, you see, increment can be done below.
Okay.
See, now 1% to become 0. It's not a 0, right?
Yes.
So it won't print us anything. So basically, I think it will print as null, right? Yes or no? For 1, it will print null. For 2, it will be print 2, correct?
2.
For 3, it will be print null. And for 4, it will be print 4. But what exactly I required is, I just need to print only 2, 4, 6, like that. I don't want nulls. Okay. So meaning the case statement will not help us in this case. Okay. The case statement will not help us in this case. There is something called, we have if and else conditions, guys. Okay. We have something called if and else condition. So what you can do in the if and else means, so if of, so let me write the syntax first for if condition. If, and here will if condition will come. Okay. And if it is true, no, if the condition is true, what it will do is, here again we can write begin and end condition, and here we'll write the logic. What will happen if this is true? It will go and apply this logic. Okay. And there we can write else also, else begin and end, and here some logic. So what will happen? Either this will work or this will work. Either one of the condition will execute at a time, guys. In if and else conditions, right? One of the condition will execute at a time. Both conditions will not execute at any point of time. Okay, either this or this condition. Okay. And sometimes we can leave with only if condition also. It is not mandatory to have else condition. We can keep only if condition also. So like in case, right? So is it mandatory to write else? No, right?
No.
So here also it is not mandatory to write else condition. Only with if we can end actually. So in our case, only if is enough actually, because we want to print only the even numbers, correct? Now, how to write a condition, I'll show you. So let me write it and you'll get an idea. Okay. So if of, so what is the condition I need to check? Tell me. To check the even or odd. Okay. So what is the condition I have to write?
Start mod equals
Start
to
mod.
At the rate of start, modulus
by
Mode of
equals to 0.
Equals to 0.
And begin and end. If it is 0, what is the what we can do, what we have to print?
Print at start.
Print at the rate of start, correct? So now the value in this will be 1 now. 1% 2 becomes not 0, correct? So now will it go to the inside this condition?
No.
No, definitely no. Okay. Now we have to go and increment the value, right? For the start. So what you can do, set at the rate of start equals to rate of start plus 1. And this will become 1 plus 1, 2. So now what will happen? It will not go to the if, guys. It will go to the while loop condition again. So 2 less than or equals to 200. Is it a true condition?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
True. So it will come into the loop. Now it has to check the condition as well. 2% 2. 2 mod 2. Don't call percentage. 2 mod 2. So what is the remainder?
0.
0. So now it's a true condition, right?
Yeah.
Now it will print us 2, correct?
Yes.
It will print us 2. Now for 3, this condition won't satisfy. It won't print. For 4, it will satisfy. It will print 4. Okay. Now you see.
So for the 3, what is the output we are going to get?
It won't return anything because it won't satisfy this condition, right? Correct. So now as it won't satisfy condition, it won't print anything, but it will come and increment that 3 plus 1 becomes 4. Okay. And do remember one thing, when you write one begin statement, now it has to end at the wherever we want. We should not leave like that. If there is a begin, end is mandatory. If you're not keeping begin and end also, that is fine. But always keeping end, begin and end, right? We can get to know what is the logic behind that condition. Okay. See, between this print begin and end, right? So this is the logic, correct? Between this begin and end, this would be the logic. Okay. So now if I go and execute this, let's see. Can you see? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 till 100 it will be printing. 200. Total 100 values, 100 even numbers, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
And if I need odd numbers, let's say, then
Not equal to 0.
Here we can put not equals to 0, correct? That's it.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
instead of this even or instead of printing 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, something like that, okay, instead of printing all 100 or 200 numbers, I want to check whether the given value is even or odd number. Let's say I'm declaring a variable at the rate of, let's say, int, and I'm providing 30. By using the SQL logic, I want to check whether it is a even or odd number. Do you require a while loop condition here?
No, if else.
Not required, right? Not required at all. Why? Because here we just need to check single value whether it is true, even or odd. Only if and else conditions are enough. Okay. So while loop, when it is required, if you want to print more than one value and you want to do the looping, then we can go for this while loop condition. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, instead of 2, 4, 6, 5, something like this, I want to print like 2 is an even, 4 is an even, 6 is an even. Okay, what you can do?
I'll just
Start.
Concatenation, right?
Yes.
So is even number, correct? but these which data type?
Integer.
This is a character. Will it compatible?
No.
So what you can do? We can either convert or cast, correct? So characters we cannot convert, whereas integers can be. And when you go and execute, you can see. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, like this. And if I go and put a not equals to 0 here, then we'll get what?
Yes.
All the odd numbers. Okay.
Yeah. We can write odd number condition in else also, right?
Yeah, we can write in else also, but what will happen? Yeah, so we can do that. Let me write it. Else
Can get it.
Begin and end. Okay, and we can say like print. See, begin and end is not mandatory. Okay, do remember it. So even. Now what will happen? All 200 values will represent in the output, and it will tell us which is even, which is
even
odd.
and odd.
Can you see? 1 is odd, 2 is even, 3 is odd, 4 is even. Now what will happen no, in this case? So first it will go and check 1% 2. First value in the start will be 1, right?
Yes.
1% 2. So, and it is not equals to 0. This is a true condition or false condition?
True condition.
It's a true condition. So it will go and print the value. Will it go to the else now?
No.
No, it won't go, guys. Once the first condition is true, it will never go to the next condition. Do you remember it? And now 1 plus 1 becomes 2, right? Now it will check the condition. While loop is true. Now here 2 modulus 2 is equals to 0. It is not equals to 0, correct? Now this is a false condition, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So here what will come in case of even? So 0 is not equals to 0. It is a true condition. No, right? It's a false condition.
False.
0 equals to 0, right?
Yes.
So now it will go to the else condition because this is failed, right? So what is the else condition we do have? There is no condition in else. So if it is not an even odd number, obviously it's a even, right? So directly I can print the value. So now here 2 is there in the start. 2, it will show it as a even number. Either of the one condition will work in if or else conditions, guys. Sorry? Hello? Yeah. Any questions? Yes. Any questions? Anyone?
Sir, you said that write a query
Mute? I'm
to
getting a lot of disturbance from so many people. Yeah, go ahead.
Write a query to display whether the number is odd or even. And in case if anyone by mention like negative number, what it will display?
Negative numbers, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. In case of negative numbers, no, I think we need to go ahead with one more condition actually. Okay. So maybe I'll give you one more example for that using if else conditions. Okay. So as of now you can write down this. Okay. So anyone have a question?
How we got to know?
Yeah.
How we got to know how many output values?
Because here what is the maximum value is there, right? Those many values it will print. Okay. They have to tell us, okay, how many number of rows they need to print us. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Sir, you have written query for print only even numbers. Can you write it again?
Yes, yes. Write a query to display first 10 integers. See, I'm not taking 100 because it will be very big, right? So yeah, this is the query for that. This is the logic. Okay, the second question is write a query to display first 10 even numbers. Okay, so in this case here it will become
20.
Okay, so now here what will happen? Only even numbers they want to display, not odd, right? So now here you can put modulus equals to 0, right? And else is not required for us, correct? Okay, and here even weight. Yeah, write down both the queries, please.
Below and scroll down little up.
Okay. Let me know once it is finished.
Yes, please.
Finished.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I want you guys to do this, query using while loop, also using string functions. You need to do it. Okay. Yeah. Right on. So here, write a query, two queries. Write a query, display. Write a query to display only characters. This is one query. Write a query to display only integers. This is another query. Right on. You have to do it up using string functions, also that while loop condition. So all the integers should come separately. You have to print like this. Okay, at the end it has to print 3232, and in the above case only characters it has to print. Done. Next, write down if-else conditions. If-else conditions. If-else conditions, write down. Yeah. Now write a query to display the given. Write a query to display the given value is even or odd. Write a query to display the given value is even or odd. Can you please write down how to write? How to tell, you have to declare a variable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now if condition should be at the rate of percent of this one equals to 0, then print this. Okay, then
else
print. You can put begin and end, right? Again.
Yes.
Begin
print. Then
that convert convert. That is odd number.
Odd number.
Yep, odd number. Correct?
Yeah.
Write down this. In the if condition, no, always keep in the brackets, and operator should be there here. Okay, either it is greater than 0 or less than 0 or anything, because it has to check, right, whether it's true condition or false condition.
Sir, for the questions you gave, should we write dynamic query or static query?
No, it's a dynamic only.
Sir, in the
Yes,
statement,
please.
at the rate of int nodes.
Sorry?
Instead of
At the rate of intent.
Again, start query.
So here at the rate of int.
Sir,
Yes, please.
we need to set any number also.
No, see, basically, yeah, we need to set. They have to give us some number. Okay, if it is 10, they have to tell us. If it is 11, they have to tell us. So either you can put the number over here, or you can put, you can set a value. That is also fine. Okay, so definitely number should be given, because it will take null value, no, in that case, if you are not giving anything, right? Yeah.
Sir,
Yes.
why we are converting this into the variable?
No, not getting it.
Add this sorry,
No, I'm
line
not
number
getting what you are asking.
and convert
Why your voice is breaking?
I am asking that this is.
No,
I'm asking that this is the your operations on the integers. Okay, then why we are converting this into varchar?
Because I want to tell whether the given number is even number or odd number. So in that
Just
case,
to add this
definitely.
statement.
Yes, correct.
That's, okay.
Finished?
Yeah.
Yeah, next write a query to display whether the given value is negative or even or odd. See, if it is a negative, we need to display negative. Okay, but if it is not positive value, right, then we have to tell us even or odd. So there are totally how many conditions we do have?
Three conditions.
Yes. So if it is only two conditions, if and else is enough. Okay, and if it is more than two, right, so then one more condition will get added, and I'll tell you that what exactly it will be. Okay, yeah. So now same thing, but instead of if it is more than three conditions, right, what we can do is we can go for else if conditions actually. Okay, so what you can do, instead of directly else, right, you can write else if. Okay, see, they want to tell us whether it is a negative number or a positive number. First of all, okay, first we'll check this condition. Okay, first how to check whether it is a negative or positive?
Greater than 0 or less than 0.
Less than 0 or
greater than 0.
Okay, can I write like at the rate of, if it is the value is less than 0, I need to print like it is a negative number, correct?
Yes.
Can I write like this?
Yes.
Okay, let's say it is positive, then it has to go to the below condition, right? So here you can write else if condition, guys. See, if it is more than two conditions, we should go for this else if of at the rate of int. If it is percentage, what is that? Percentage 2 is not equals to 0, then it is a odd, correct? Yes or no? See, when it is going, when this is not true, okay, when this is not true, what it will do is it will go and execute this. Sorry, it will go and execute the else if condition. So it is not directly else actually. I'm getting a lot of disturbance. Okay, it is not a direct else if statement, guys. Okay, so this is what? Sorry, this is not a directly else statement. This is else if statement. Else if means there is again a if condition. We have to check this condition here. Okay, we have to check this condition. So now once this is not true, it will go and execute this. Okay, it will go and execute this, and it will check whether it is true or false. So this is true or false, it will check, and then we can go for else condition. Because we have only 3 conditions, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So we can say like begin and end. Then
print convert where can 100 plus even number the same amount.
We can say like
is even number.
Even number.
Even number, right? So
Yeah.
is even number. We can end it, right?
Yeah.
And 2 begins are not required, only 1 begin is sent. Now in this, right, either of the 1 condition will execute. Correct?
Yes.
Either of the 1 condition. So if I'm passing, let's say -10, and you go and execute this, what will happen?
First condition.
It will execute first. If I'm giving a positive number, it will check the first condition and it is false, right? So what it will do? It will show, it will go and execute the second condition. Second condition also false. So once all the above conditions are false, then only it will go to the else condition, guys. Understand? And if the either of the condition is true, okay, if either of the above conditions are true, then what will happen?
It will not move to the
yes, if it will not go to the next condition. Okay, now how many else if conditions we can write means it is your wish. There is no limitation for us. If it is more than 2 conditions or 3 conditions, we can directly go and write else if conditions. Okay, n number of else. And here also this last else is not mandatory. We can end up with till here only. See, in case if else if conditions, else is not mandatory. If we required, we can keep it or we can remove it. Here,
sir, one more condition is there, then else if condition is I can take.
Yes. If there is one more condition, let's say prime number. Okay, and for prime number you can say else if, you can put the logic here. Okay, yeah, more than 2 conditions means we can go for this. Yeah, write down this.
Else condition should be at last, na, sir?
Else condition should be always last. Correct. Let's say they are giving some marks and we want to tell like whether it is first or distinction or second class, third class or fail. So in that case, number of else if conditions will come. Correct? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this if-else act like case statement, right? Then what is the main difference between this?
No, see, case statement will mainly apply on top of tables. Okay.
Okay.
And this will be applied on top of variables most probably.
Okay.
Yes, that's the main difference. Done.
Yes, sir.
Can you make a note? Make a note. Point. Yes. Yes. Tell me. Any questions? Yeah, write down. Yeah. So when we write if condition, else condition is not mandatory. When you write if condition, else condition is not mandatory. Next. Next, in one if condition, we can write n number of when conditions. Sorry, in one if condition, we can write n number of else if conditions. We can write n number of else if conditions. We can write.
Can you repeat once?
Yeah, in one if conditions, we can write n number of else if conditions. We can write n number of else if conditions. Next, when we write if else conditions, and when we write if else conditions, and if the first condition is true, and if the first condition is true, it will never go to the below conditions. If the first condition is true, it will never go to the below conditions. If the first condition is true, it will never go to the below conditions. And if first condition is false, and if the first condition is false, if the first condition false, it will go to the next condition. It will go to the next condition. It will go to the next condition. Write down. Next point. In if-else conditions, either of the one condition will execute at a time. In if-else condition, either of the one condition will execute at a time. Either of the one condition will execute at a time. Either of the one condition will get executed at a time. Finished?
Yes.
Okay. So that's all about if-else conditions.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yes.
Sir, if we satisfy two conditions at a time, what will be the output?
No, it won't.
Suppose,
if it is satisfied two conditions, only it will take first condition.
In that case, this condition is not work. So suppose if int greater than 0, print is positive number, and int I given as 10 means it's positive number and even number also.
Yes.
In that case, what
in that
will be
case,
the output, sir?
whichever case will come first.
Okay.
Okay. That case will be considered.
Okay, but 10 it's a even number also.
Yes.
In that case, this query is not work, sir.
No, it's not like that. See,
query.
it's not like that. Okay. So the query is proper only, but maybe if you want to show both, right? Yeah, maybe if it is a even and and also a positive number. In that case, you have to write two conditions. I mean, within that logic, you have to put it is a odd. Also, it is a even number. You have to write a
Even
logic.
number.
Like
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Any other questions? Anyone? No. Okay. So I think with this we have finished the SQL part. Okay. So from tomorrow onwards, we'll start the T-SQL part.
Sir.
Yes.
Okay. Whatever the video that we are going to throw, that try convert, but try parse is not there in that video link, sir.
Try parse is same like try convert, but the syntax is like cast. That's it. Okay.
We should use as.
Yes, that's it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we'll meet tomorrow and we'll start at T-SQL. Please do not miss any of the T-SQL class.
So distinct topic is still pending.
Okay. Distinct will explain to you in the T-SQL. Okay. It will come in SQL only, but we'll explain to you tomorrow. Okay. Okay then.
Yes.
Bye bye. Good day.
Bye all.
Shivraj, sequence in 2012